Hey, Dave and Lori Smith here of daveandlorismith.com. Thanks for joining us on this video today. We just picking Dave up from a 4-mile bike ride.
Actually dropping me off.
Dropping you off to get
again,
your
I made it. I went up through the mountains here and come down through. It was a long climb, tiring. It was crazy fun.
It's such a beautiful ride though. So
I couldn't pedal my bike back up the let's see, it would have been an 800-foot climb this time. So again, I turned my bike towards Lori and said, will you, we only live a half mile from the bottom of the hill.
It's downhill all the way home.
Yeah, so she brought me back up to my truck. So here we are.
So, but in this
Just took
video,
my helmet off. Can you tell? Pretty nice, huh?
Yep, so you've gotten some bike riding tips, and you're also going to get some tips on multi-level marketing, your MLM success. Be right back with you. So we're back, and thank you for joining us on our blog today.
We tricked them.
Yeah, we tricked you. We were actually home, and it was earlier this morning when we did video the bike trip.
Yeah, we just we had to get back home, so here we are. We're back home.
So we're here.
I fixed my hair a little bit. See, kind of. So anyway, yeah.
Much nicer.
The blog post today is about what did you write as the title? Three key
qualities in leaders in MLM.
Yeah, what makes leaders
that are successful?
Yeah, what makes someone more successful than the other, right? And if you think about it too much, you'll actually get a bad attitude. The three things we're talking about on this blog is attitude, which is what the key leaders do. They stay in positive attitude. They also stay in action, and they don't quit. So that's what we're covering today. So attitude. How do you stay in a good attitude? How do you stay in the type of attitude that can build your business, right?
Well, you know what? I think we should give a little plug too. The book that we're both reading or listening to.
Yeah, it's
called
incredible.
The Miracle Morning.
Talk about attitude adjustment.
Absolutely wonderful, and it's making me have to maybe get up earlier.
Well, if that's what you're feeling, then my goal
No, it's
is...
not making me have to get up earlier. It's actually inspiring me to get up earlier.
Since our kids moved out, we've been empty nesters for literally 7 or 8 years, and since they've all moved out, she sleeps in. I'm cool with it, totally cool with it. But if she feels like she wants to wake up earlier, that's fine. We're actually, you're in probably chapter 4 of the book. I think I'm in chapter 6 or 7. I literally put it on my earplugs or my earbuds when I'm up riding a bike, and I'm halfway through the book.
So
Incredible
you're actually wrong. I'm on chapter 9.
Are you really?
Because today, when we got home, I mowed the lawn.
With the
I pulled
earbuds.
a few weeds in my garden.
Right on.
I sprayed off the bottom patio. Remember that big storm we had?
Oh,
covered
yeah.
it with mud. We almost got flooded a few days ago, so we had like a little coat of mud on our bottom patio. I got that all cleaned up today. Went out front, cleaned up the front patio, and the whole time I'm listening to this book, it's incredible.
Yeah, so again, the book is called The Miracle Morning, and the guy's name is Hal Enron or Hal something like that. But The Miracle Morning, if you just find that, it's everywhere. It's a big deal. It's a cool book. You gotta get it.
It'll put you in a good attitude just by listening to it, right? So what are some things that we can do? You know, usually when I find myself getting in a bad attitude, it's usually because I need to do something for me.
Yeah, she sends me away. No, I'm just kidding.
No, well, maybe that's a little true. No, I'm kidding. So a lot of things, you know, listening to good books or reading good books, right?
Audios, podcasts.
Listening to people in the industry and learning their tips and tricks and just some can really boost your attitude, and doing something for yourself. Like, you know, for instance, mowing the lawn may not sound fun to you guys, and pulling weeds may not sound fun to you guys.
She loves it.
And you know what? It's probably not fun during the process, but I actually get excited when I start, and when I'm right in the middle of it, it's kind of like, oh, I wish I could be done with this, because it's hot, you're tired, you know, you need to drink some water or whatever it is. But if you start with an attitude of, this is going to be great because I see the end result. We know that in between there it's going to be a little rough, and that's okay.
It's work. Yep.
It's work.
Yep.
And so is MLM.
Yep. And you've
MLM
always
is
loved
work
work. So attitude, it's kind of you know what? Self-talk helps attitude big time too. So
Talk positive to yourself.
Yeah, talk. I mean, we're all pretty good at talking positive to others, and we can tell when we're not because they kind of cringe or get out of our space or whatever, don't want to talk to us anymore. So that's easy to tell. But what are you saying to yourself? You do have affirmations and things like this. This all goes back because it's on my mind. The Miracle Morning. It's an incredible book. It's all the same stuff we've known forever, but it's just the way this guy puts it. It's awesome. So check that out.
Yeah, another tip I put in there was a dream board. Remember your why. Remember why you're doing this, because we're going to get negative feedback in this industry sometimes, and you got to be able to shake that off. So if you have a dream board, or what the book says today, the Miracle Morning says, is make it an action board, right? So, or have both. What does that look like to you? You get to decide.
I'm actually going to redo my dream board a little bit to make it more actionable, if that makes sense. The dream board has all the things that I desire, things like this, but I'm going to have some action words and different things like that above most of the pictures and things, so that it reminds me of the activity that needs to be done in order to get that, right? So anyway, that's some tips on keeping a good attitude, right? Getting in the right attitude. Maybe it's before you start calling for the day or texting or however you're going to invite for the day or do your follow-up. Maybe there's something you can do that's 5 minutes long. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's run around the block. Maybe it's ride my bike up on the mountain bike, you know.
Oh, whoops. So in other words, attitude is like a magnet. What you think about is what you attract. So remember that, right?
Yep.
So number 2, always in action. Leaders who have big, huge success in MLM are always in action. And what does that look like? Well, they're money-making activities, right?
Yep.
So what are the money-making activities?
Yeah, spend your time on money-making activities. Basically, it's invite, present, follow up, and enroll, and get people started right as part of the enrolling process. Those are the 4 money-making activities, and if you do them consistently, you're in the right action, if that makes sense. Sometimes attitude adjusts the action. In fact, there's a quote in the blog that says, doubt takes you out of action, and action takes you out of doubt. So, and we experience that all the time. I'm not going to lie to you. We experience that all the time. If we're having doubt or a little bit of a poor attitude towards prospecting or follow-up or something like that, you basically just have to cowboy up and do it. And as soon as you start doing it, make the first call, it's like some euphoria takes over and you're in the zone and you take off. So stay in action. That's what top leaders do.
Yeah, and as you do that, the habit forms, right? So forming the habit. I have to read this quote here. It says, chains of habit are light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken, by Warren Buffett.
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
So staying in action and getting the habit of being positive attitude and in action, always in action, you will form a habit.
That's right. Forming the habit is part of the success. That's the biggest thing. If you got the right good habits, you're ready to rock and roll. Next thing is be here a year from now. You ever heard that? Or
don't quit.
Maybe we'll say it this way: don't quit.
Yep. Leaders in MLM that are successful don't quit. They stick in the game and they run.
Yeah, they work on the attitude and the money making activities, and they don't quit. They see the big picture. It's like Lori's been talking about, the dream board, action board stuff, the why. She mentioned the why. If all that stuff is in front of you and you have your affirmations of where you want to go and who you want to be, then you're not going to quit. And that's key in becoming a leader.
Yep. And you're going to hear a lot of excuses too from people who maybe aren't so motivated to build. Like,
my upline quit.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you think you need to motivate your team. You can't motivate them. They need to be motivated themselves, right?
Yep.
What are some other things? It takes too much time. We all know that's not true in this industry.
Was 4 years too much time?
Yeah, so would you rather work 2 to 5 years for your wealth?
Part-time.
Part-time, or 40 years on the
Full-time.
clock for someone else
Right.
full time.
Yep.
Wondering if it's really going to work out or not
Right.
because it's not secure, right?
Yep.
So create a dream or action board. So we've talked about good positive attitude. We've talked about always being in action, and then don't quit.
Right. You know, it's funny. I just had a thought while you were doing that. It's like some of the team members on our personal team. Sometimes we need to change it up for them, like change the invite. Change the invite a little bit, and that's literally how we come up with the text scripts that we use to this day. If we have a teammate that's maybe nervous to invite people, or maybe they're feeling like they're not getting, people aren't responding correctly, or responding in negative way or something like that. That's kind of why we wrote the 3-step text message script. So check it out. If you haven't already got it, check it out, because it's very simple to do, and you will get responses. Some people text back immediately. We know that 93% of text messages are read within 3 minutes of you sending it to them. And if our dog is laying down underneath the camera, so if she knocks it over again, you'll notice in the edits. But anyway, yeah, check that out. If you haven't got the 3-step text message script, go get
You're
it.
going to want to get it. It'll give you a great jump start, and your new team members a great jump start.
So remember, seriously, keep a positive attitude, stay in the money-making activities, and don't quit. Be here a year from now.
Yep.
And that's
all we
the
got to
3
say.
keys, right?
Yep, that's the 3 keys of successful leaders in MLM. So if you liked this blog and you got value from it, make sure you share it on any social media you like
make a comment.
of your choice.
Yeah, make a comment below, share it over to your friends, private message it. There's all those fancy little links in here where you can share things around, Pinterest, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. And,
We love to hear from you.
it's crazy how many people share things on our blog. It's incredible. It actually makes us feel really, really good. We feel like we're doing some good with the people that actually, follow us and read our blogs and things like that.
And it's fun to make that connection.
It's
so
great. It's awesome.
Remember, be positive, stay in action, and don't quit.
That's right.
See you next time.
Peace.
Ciao for now.